Welcome back. Let it go. Let it go.
It's time to fight us a boss. Now, this one is going to be the hardest one yet.
Oh shit!
So, there's no life system, but
My tight pincher.
might be here for a while, folks. Also, if you have a fear of the ocean or big fish, trigger warning.
The bloop is in the bloop. Let it bloop. Let it bloop.
Let it you. Let it you. You never bothered me anyway.
What do you call that fish? An angler?
I call it the bloop bloop blub blub fish.
Angler, I hardly know her. And yes, that's an anglerfish.
Fuck. Or a lanternfish is what they're called sometimes.
A butthole fish?
A butthole fish?
Butthole fish.
I gotta get down
It's a
there.
butthole fish.
Skeleton. Spook alert.
Ah!
Just want to let you know.
Scary, guys. That's so scary.
If you're sensitive to spookums,
Stinky
we're past it
hole.
now, but I'm sorry.
Stinky hole.
Hey, we got
What is that, Bracho?
Stinky hole. That's a harp.
Okay. You called out every instrument before, so I didn't want you to miss out on it, but
Thank you.
That's
sadly
a
we
violin.
got
That's a recorder.
a butthole.
That's a butthole.
Sounds like the Goonies.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
No. Do not deny.
Kukui.
Well, there's that dungeon. We did it.
Dungeon.
I told you it was gonna be a hard boss. This is the easiest boss.
Who the hell's this now?
Is
This
it-
is Manbo. Can you not see?
I
He
can
is
read
actually.
now.
Kukui, this is Manbo.
I can read them now.
He is the youngest of 5 children.
He's gonna teach us his song.
His mother calls him Mambo number 5.
Listen to the
Oh
song.
my god, Racho, shut up.
1, 2,
at those
3,
dudes.
4, 5. Everybody.
Everybody.
Or don't listen to the song.
Let's ride to. I was just trying to do it to the rhythm at first, and I got off. That's what she said.
Wilson was so jazzed for that song, and you ruined it, Racho.
And now it's over.
I like
Do
it.
you see his eyes though? They're
Oh.
like. There
You
you
learn
go.
Mambo is
Mambo.
Mambo. It's Mambo number 5, dude.
What does he have to say for himself?
Bop, bop, bop,
It's a
bop.
pretty terrible back fin he has there.
Who?
Mambo.
Why?
Or
He's
is he
a
stuck in a
sunfish.
wall? Why? Because he can't do anything with that tail.
He's not stuck in a wall. I can see what you mean about that.
Yeah, it
though.
looks like a portal or something that he's
Oh,
going
right.
through.
Looks like
If
a
not, it's a
portal.
really
Maybe
sh-
he
it's a really
entered our
shitty-
dimension into from his own fish.
Mambo can talk.
It's a
so
really
he
shitty
probably
tail
did.
fin if it is.
You know,
it's a really shitty
You don't
tail
see
fin.
many talking fish in these parts. What you do, they are from.
That's
different
Mambo.
dimensions. They are from.
It's one of the 5 Mambos.
They're from a dimension F for fish.
Mambo number 5. Was he talking about all the women he banged?
Yes. All that, or that he'd want to bang.
The women he'd like to court, gosh darn.
He like found something specific about each woman.
A little bit of Monica in his life. A little bit of Erica by his side. A little bit of
Tina.
Rita. That's all I need. A little bit of Tina's all I see.
A bit of
A little Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary all night long. A little bit of Jessica. Here I am.
A
A little bit of you makes me your man.
Or
Mambo
Groucho.
number 5.
Let's go kill ourselves now.
Alright,
or you can kill yourself because you're
Lightning
more
rod?
familiar with the Radio Disney version. A little bit of Mickey in my life.
shit.
A little bit of Minnie. by
That sounds
my
like a
side.
Kids Bop version too.
Little bit of Goofy's all I need.
Yuck.
That's what the song was, and Lou Bega actually did it,
Aw,
just
he
like
needed
most of the people on Radio Disney.
Need that money. The Mickey
I got
dollars.
I just randomly got a Radio Disney CD from like an aunt when I was like 12, I think.
Do you remember those really dumb like I don't know cartridges that you'd put in like a player?
Yes,
And there was like one
you
song
could get
on
them
there.
from McDonald's. It wasn't even
Yeah.
an entire song. It
They're,
was just
what
What was it? I've never had one,
They
so I don't know.
were,
I've never heard
Snip
one.
Clip? No, not Snip Clip.
Something clips.
I think something Clip. Clip was in there.
Yeah.
You'd have to-
Tunes?
Maybe.
That could have been it. If you just look up like
Yep.
Britney
Come on,
Spears,
just-
McDonald's 5-second in sync music, toy. That's what I would search, because that's what I remember having is a in sync one, and it was like 5 seconds of a song.
Weird.
You push it down, like connecting the pins with the reader, and then it plays 5 seconds of a bit crunched.
Hit clips.
Hit clips.
Just
Jesus. So bad sound quality.
oh,
It's
awful.
like yak backs, dude.
I have it.
Those are so much fun.
I have a
Oh.
yak back. If
But
can
then you
find
say
me-
something in it, and then you put it back, and it's just like.
I had the one that made like toot noises and like
Yeah, dude.
affected your voice a little bit.
I had one
God,
that
need bad words for it.
I had
Wanna
one
play
that
with it.
one dial changed your pitch, and the other
Yeah.
dial changed your speed. You could use them independently of each other. That's cool.
That's fun. I had the orange and purple one.
What was the thing that Kevin McAllister had? What is it called again?
Talk Boy.
I had a Talk Boy that came as like a part of a deal for Home Alone 2 because it came with a cassette tape of
Oh, yeah.
lines from the movie of
Yeah.
like Marv and Harry and Kevin and
Sure.
Tim Curry was on there, I think. So then you could use the
That
Talk
product
Boy.
placement was like the only place I ever seen that Talk Boy.
Yeah.
Nowhere else have I seen the Talk Boy in any media. Never seen it in like a catalog. It was only on that movie. I was like, oh, sweet.
But it was like 10 minutes maybe of that. And there'd be a little space in between each line. And you could like use the voice changing things on the pre-recorded lines. And so it'd be like, you could do the, his voice was at normal speed, but you could slow it down to be like, hi, this is the father of Kevin McAllister. Yeah.
90s toys were great.
Credits fine. Oh, we got a ghost.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, look at that scary goober.
He's a gimbal Gungan.
He's a grumble pumpkin.
Misa haunt you forever. Okay, day.
Remember that?
Okie
Yeah,
day with
remember
the
how
crispy
Buck-
morning munchin.
Remember how Jar Jar said "Okie day"?
Remember how Jar Jar?
Remember how Jar Jar stepped in the bantha poodoo?
Jar Jar is Bantapoodoo, dude.
Oh,
Poodoo-doo.
don't be so rough on him. He's just a jar boy. He's just a jarhead.
Hey, Jar Jar is basically Goofy, okay?
You're
So
not wrong.
It was George's homage to Goofy.
You're not wrong, but
Wait.
Goofy was more charming.
I'm not saying he was more charming or anything, but it was just an homage to Goofy.
Wait,
It's the thought that counts.
George.
That's the name of my mixtape.
Jar Jar.
Thought spelled T-H-O-T.
Jar
course it is.
Jar. George.
George
They're
R. R.
the
Martin.
same. Line them up. Put this on the screen. George on one side. Jar Jar on the other. Mush them into each other. Opacity one over the other. They're the same.
I was gonna say George R. R. Martin.
See?
I'll try to remember
George
See?
Jar Jar Mountain Martin.
Mountain.
George
Jar
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 Mountain.
Martin.
that. George Jar Jar Mountain. Can you imagine a Jar Jar Mountain?
It's the George Jar Jar Mountain. It's like
Go away, ghost.
Yes.
It's-
Misa killed her. Misa raped her. Misa killed her children.
Jesus.
The
That's a
mountain
lot.
from Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
okay.
As Jar Jar.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's the connection. I thought you were just like spouting something off. From
Yeah,
No,
I was
that's-
like Jesus.
Come on now. Gotta keep up.
No, it's like what's fucking
What's a fucking?
What's the brain fart?
Yeah, what is it?
Brain fart.
I
It's
have.
really I'm real.
I have n-
feeling really stupid.
Sure.
Mountain with the faces of the presidents on it.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. There we go. It's the mount. It's a like personally commissioned, by George Lucas version of Mount Rushmore, but it's George's head and Jar Jar's head carved into the rock.
Just those two.
So it's the George Jar Jar Mountain.
George Jar Jar Mountain.
See, now that I want to say mountain.
Well, it can have George Washington in it, and then George
Yeah.
Lucas, and then like George.
Orwell.
Sure. Any other George?
George
Clooney,
Jar Jar, George R. R. Martin.
George R. R. Martin, George Clooney.
Yep.
This is gonna be like 8 people.
It was a lot.
We're gonna need a lot of
It's a mountain.
There's far more Georges than Jar Jars, though. That's the tough part.
Yeah, you could have a jar of pickles. There's a jar there.
2 jars of pickles.
2 jars of pickles. Jar
Jar Jar.
Just imagine it. George Washington. George Lucas. A jar of pickles. Carved into the mountain.
no,
2
no, wait.
jars of pickles.
2 jars of pickles.
Vlasic.
Well, one is dill, the other one is bread and butter.
I will never build An homage to bread and butter pickles.
Neither will I.
Then don't go in my fridge. Haha.
Pickle
I
planks,
I won't eat those.
pickle spears.
I would never eat
Those are the two. Pickles.
So,
No, pickle chips, man. That's
Pickle
where it's
chips?
at. Place those snugly on a burger and or sandwich. That's good eats.
did I ever tell you how I trashed my old roommate's, like,
Never tell you.
almost his entire jar of bread and butter pickles?
You trashed it?
Yeah.
Like you spit in it and
No.
pissed in it and like.
I think he means he put them in a garbage receptacle.
Yeah.
Okay.
As in the act.
So-
Good prank, bro.
So there's one day
As looking in
I
eye
was
contact.
having
the
a
whole time.
bad day. Bad
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I've had
And,
enough of
like,
this fucking
or bad-
shit. Bread and butter. God damn it.
Bad morning at class and stuff. I just wasn't on my game. I was kind of just like, oh fuck,
Bread,
I want
butter,
this day to
bread,
be
and
over.
shit,
I had a
bread.
break, and I was all that was tying me over was just like, oh dude, I've got a fucking orange Powerade Zero at my fucking dorm right now that I want to drink because it's like tastes as such that you can actually drink it in the morning and it doesn't taste like you're drinking fucking Powerade in the morning as much. And so I was just excited for it. Powerade Zero was my jam at the time. I loved it all. I went back to my room and I opened my mini fridge and like a little more than half was gone. And I was like, the fuck? And my roommate was like, yeah, I was thirsty, so I like drank half of it. And I was just like pissed. Like, I was not having, like, I was not in the mood. It's all I was looking forward to. And I was just like, are you fucking serious? Like, I got pissed, so I grabbed his
Straight dopamine.
big jar of, like, bread and butter pickles that either his mom made or got from, like, a state fair or something. He loved bread and butter pickles. I hate them. But I was like, you took something I love, so I will take something you love. And grabbed the pickles, opened them, and dumped out half of them into the toilet. And flushed them down the
Was
toilet.
he watching you?
Yeah.
Okay, what was going through his head?
He was just like,
Who
wait,
the
what?
fuck is this psycho?
Like, what are you doing?
No,
No, we
he
had
was
lived
like,
together for a
"Oh, it's my
while at
roommate,
that point.
Eric."
Yeah, we had lived together a while at that point.
Okay.
But I was just like, he's like, what are you? I was just like, looking him in the face, just like, fucking, there. And like, I left some, but not many. And he was just like, you dick? And I was like, yeah, dude.
You sound like Thanos.
I wanted,
I
yeah,
left them
pretty much.
some.
I
but
left
not
some, but not many.
I was just like, I fucking wanted that. And I pretty much was you took what I love, I take what you love. And threw them shits down the toilet.
many. Good story.
It was petty as fuck, but I just wasn't having it that day, dude. Bad day. Thank you, a jar.
There it is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
For the Jar Jar part as well, you could have two doors that are ajar.
A jar. Here you go.
Is it a door or is it a jar? And that's it for this week, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
The jar is ajar.